So time management is a very essential skill, right? So are you good at it?
Yes, I'm good at it.
Okay, so there's a bit of a disturbance, like a bit of a noise I can sense.
Okay, okay, just wait. Kamal, fan off karo. Now, is it okay?
Yes, now it's perfectly fine. Thank you so much. Right.
Okay. So now go
Yes.
on.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for turning it off. I was not able to hear you clearly, that's why. That's all. Okay. So tell me, Anand, do you think that you received a good education all through your life?
No, according to normal definition,
Mm-hmm.
I did not get good education, but I
Okay.
think somehow I managed it. Somehow I made myself self-educated.
Okay. So I think self-learning is quite important, right? We cannot rely only on tuitions and school to teach us things.
Yes,
Okay.
I totally
So,
agree.
yeah. So, what do you wish you were taught in a much better way when you were at school?
Like how to earn money and
Mm.
how to manage it, I should have been taught. I think I should have also taught how to be good at handling relationships, life, with these stuffs. But unfortunately, I have never been taught these things, and right now I need to handle these things, because I find one thing that, whatever I have learned, a plus b to the whole square is not useful at all. What is useful right now? How to earn money, how to manage your time, how to, manage your money, how to be good at your relationship, how to manage relationships. All these things should be taught in schools, but unfortunately, it is not being taught.
Right. And were you a good student at school? Whatever was being taught to you, did you follow it obediently or were you the rebel kid?
No, I was kind of rebel, but I was good at studies. Always I have been doing excellent in my, academics. So you can say a mixture, just, so kind of whenever, sometimes I used to be rebel, sometimes I used to be teacher's pet.
Okay. So, did you enjoy any kind of perks or any kind of lenience since you were the teacher's pet?
Yeah, sometimes I used to be a class monitor, so I enjoyed it, I ruled lots of students. So yeah, it was kind of job I enjoyed. And I enjoyed being an anchor in
Okay.
one of the program that was known as Sanskritic program, and it was being held every Friday. So I used to be anchor where I had to collect the name of the singers, students who want to sing the song, and so yes, I remember that in those days, I remember those days.
Okay, very well. So you enjoy being in a position of authority?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I remember there were some class monitors who were very biased towards their own friends. Like if their friends spoke in class, they would never write down their names or complain to the teacher. So all the rules were meant only for the rest of the students. So were you a little biased or a little partial towards your friend, which is a very normal thing in childhood. It's not a big
Yeah, of
deal.
course I was. I will say I was, you know. Uh, yes, it happens to be like it is normal nature of human being. And I
Yes.
was child, so you can understand like because I was very close to my friends. I used to live with him always,
Yeah.
we used to share our secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be biased for them.
Hmm. Okay, you are biased towards them. All right. And can you name three most important subjects that you learned in school? Something that you are grateful that you learned in school?
One is English, right?
Okay.
I'm grateful for it. Next one, I think, yes, science and mathematics.
Okay. So was the medium of instruction in your school English?
No, it was Hindi. Yes.
Okay. So
But The science was also in Hindi, so I know all those English and Hindi, name of all those terms like atom, anu, parmanu, so many
Yes.
I'm right now forgetting. Yes.
Okay, great. Good that it's still there registered in your mind, right? It's good. And what do you think? You are an educator yourself, right? So what do you think about the education system in our country right now?
Like I think, just this is kind of, everybody, nobody's looking into it, everybody is just becoming the part of crowd. Like if I'm parent, if I'm sending my word in schools, I feel proud in society that, I'm sending my words in schools, because there are
Yeah.
lots of people who cannot afford to send their words in schools. Right?
Yes.
So, and I never thought, like being a parent, that what is my child going to get from schools,
Right.
like what is he going to become? I never thought. Just I thought everybody is sending and I'm sending, and that's what is going on everywhere in this world. So I think, if I would be a parent, right now I was a hypothetical parent, but in future, if I'll be real parent,
Yes.
so I'm not gonna send my kids in schools for sure. I will teach by myself, or I will bring some self-educators, who will teach them how to be good at life, and only they will be exposed to life, so they can understand they have to only live life here, not any subjects. Subject is not going to live. Yeah, they are going to live their lives.
Okay. So you're going to homeschool them.
Yes.
Okay. So don't you think that will kind of hamper their communication skills or their social skills once they uh, start their work life?
No, they will have interaction in society. They are not
Hmm.
gonna completely cut off from society, right? So yes, but as far as education is concerned, A plus B to the whole square, I'm not gonna put them on that condition where they are gonna learn, or they're gonna learn just 2 plus 2 is 4, you know.
Okay.
So
So you're not
yes,
going to pressurize them to excel only in certain subjects. Like in India,
yeah,
it's of course math and science all the time, right?
yeah. So if you look
Okay.
at right now, everybody is trying to become a NEET aspirant or IIT,
Yeah,
and
true.
everywhere, everywhere. So you will see everywhere in each corner of India, IIT or NEET coaching center is being opened, and it is useless. Like such a huge population, and everybody is wanted to become your doctor. This
Yeah.
is not good, because we have made a Hava, like I say in Hindi, Hava, that you are becoming IIT aspirant or NEET aspirant, then only
Yeah.
you are a student.
Right. It's called as being overhyped. This whole
Yeah.
concept of going to IITs and all that, it's overhyped in our country, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's a great observation. Right. And what else? What is the main purpose of education, in your opinion?
Like main purpose of education should be making a human being, right? We are not animal anymore, right? But
Yeah.
we are not human being as well. We have to become human being. We are between. We say that we are not animal, but we are
Yes.
also not human being. It should be accepted right now. We have to become human being. So I think education should work towards making human being. We are not still, they must accept it, we are not human beings so far.
Okay. So humanity, humanitarian values must be given more
Yeah.
prominence, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now coming to the topic of teachers, what do you think? What skills make a good teacher?
Good teachers need skills, like they must know how to teach them more than the subjects,
Mhm.
So everybody knows how to teach subjects, and it is very easy to teach subjects. But how to make it interesting, how to add with life and values that life has created, it is something should be cultivated in tutors. So I have seen so many teachers, they have been good at subjects. They used to come in class and they used to
Yeah.
write down everything on board, but they never try to add it with our life and importance that those subjects carries in our life.
Okay. Hmm.
So good teachers should must add the subject with life, and they must know one thing, that how much subjects should be taught and how much they should give the values that is going
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
develop other personality in students.
Correct. Yes. So, how do you make sure that your classes are lively and engaging for the students? What methods do you incorporate to ensure that?
Like I have to become, I have to be innovative, like I have to be a little bit funny, and I have to be sometimes serious, so I need all kinds of skills that can impact and stimulate the student's brain, that
Yes.
they are in this class for something worthwhile, right?
Hmm.
So they
Yes.
will pay attention to it, right? So yeah, these are the ways it comes in my mind when I'm teaching, that what should I do at the right moment to get the attention of a student.
Okay, great. And should students be allowed to bring mobile phones in classroom? School students?
No, no,
No?
because it is not useful in the school. That's
Yeah.
why I don't think it is. It should be allowed to bring a student should be allowed to bring mobile phones,
Hmm.
because because mobile phone will take away their concentration, or
Yes.
they so that's why it is not needed in classroom. And what can a
Mm.
kids do with mobile phone? They will try to play a game or certain
Yeah.
game, so it is not useful.
That's very true. They'll try to text their friends secretly. It'll be a distraction only, right? Okay. Can you remember a great teacher from your school or college days?
Yeah, one teacher, great teacher,
Yeah.
and he was great because he used to teach us differently, and he used to engage us in his class, and every day he has new method,
Hmm.
so you will never feel bored in his class. So that was the beauty of that teacher.
Okay. So I think these kind of teachers are very rare to find.
Yes, very
Who
rare to
can
find.
very, very rare. I can also remember a couple of them from my uh, graduation days, one or two teachers who made the classes so engaging. They never had to raise their voice in the class even once because students never made any noise. They were never distracted. All our attention would always be on what sir is teaching, right? So it's important to have such educators, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you answered everything very well, and I got a glimpse of your views on the education system, on your school days, etc. So thank you so much for sharing everything. As always, you spoke brilliantly. Just one small observation is that when you're speaking in a flow, right, you tend to miss out on the articles and the. So just be a little more mindful of it. Apart from that, you spoke very well, Anand. If you have any questions for me, please let me know.
No, thank you very much, first of all, yeah, uh, for your words. And yeah, I don't have questions.
Okay, so what are your plans now for the rest of the day?
Rest of the day now, I would like to have lunch. After that,
Okay,
from like 2, I would be busy in classes.
all
And
right.
later on, like in the evening, I can go outside just for a half an hour, and after
Okay,
I don't know after that what I'm gonna do.
till what time in the evening do you take classes? Does it go on till
Like I
9
have
p.m., 10 p.m., like
I
that?
have break, but up to 9:30.
Up to 9:30. Okay, perfect. So good for you. And you have a very strict time schedule for sleeping and waking up.
Yeah, I have, but sometimes I break it. Sometimes I break it. So this is the problem, but I have.
Okay, okay. All the best then. So have a great day. I'll see you next time. All right.
Thank you.
You're
Okay.
most welcome. Take care. Bye.
Bye.